fake Lamborghinis.
Oh, are we going to talk about that?
If you want to.
If you want to talk, I know it's a scab. It's a scab.
Every time I think about it, it happened 15 years ago or something.
Now, was that something you saw online? Where did you first see that?
The year was 2000. I was living in Pittsburgh. I had been working on a case where a woman pulled out in front of my motorcycle and destroyed it and me.
Oh.
And I finally got the money from it.
Yeah.
It was $100,000.
Seriously?
Yeah, from her insurance company. Minus the lawyer fees and
hospital
medical bills.
bills, yeah.
So I had a little bit of money left over.
So why not blow it on a fake Lamborghini?
I kind of went a little crazy. I was younger, not as experienced in these things of the world.
Yeah.
And I bought some pinball machines and some audio equipment, and I had a little bit left over, and I thought, why don't I go ahead and buy a Lamborghini? I didn't have enough for that, so I started looking for replicas. I've always wanted a Lamborghini Countach, the 25th anniversary edition, which is the low, sleek, kind of with the fins, and anyway, it's really awesome. And I found one on eBay, and it looked fantastic.
On eBay?
It looked fantastic, and I talked to the guy, actually bought a plane ticket, flew down to Texas from Pittsburgh to pick up this car. The plan was to drive it back, so I set out on my grand adventure. Excited, on the plane, telling everyone I met what I was doing.
Oh, boy.
I got there, met the guy. He opened up the garage, and there it was, sitting there, a glorious exact replica of my 25th anniversary Lamborghini Countach. Well, he tried to start it. It did not start.
It wouldn't start?
But I wasn't worried.
Oh, no.
He brought it over to a friend's house, got it started. I found out it doesn't have air conditioning or locks on the doors, and the windows can't go down, but I still wasn't worried. I started noticing things like that spray foam stuff that held everything together, but still I wasn't worried. It looked cool. And then the transmission broke. I still hadn't bought it yet, but I was like, I'll give it another chance. And he brought over to another friend who fixed it with paper clips and rubber bands,
duct tape,
and he knocked a few $1,000s off of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I didn't buy a plane ticket home, so I'll take it. Do you want to know how much I spent on that?
The question is, do you want to tell how much you spent?
I do not. But I will for context of the story.
Go ahead.
I spent $22,000 on something that I didn't even know I could register to drive on the road.
That is so unlike you.
Isn't it?
That's more like me than you.
Yes.
I trust everybody. You trust nobody.
This is probably the reason why I don't trust anyone, because on my way home, I had everything in there. I was heading down the road. People were looking at me, waving. Look at that cool guy in his Lambo. I'm just driving down the road. Everything's fine. I got about 10 miles behind me. I'm in the middle of nowhere. When suddenly... the wheel fell off!
Oh, dude.
Adventure over! Tears began to fall from my face, and I slunked my tail between my legs, went to the nearest payphone, and called my father. He rescued me.
Yeah.
But the adventure was not over. I kept that car for years. I had it towed to my home in Pittsburgh. I dumped all kinds of money into that thing trying to get it to work, because at this point I was committed and I didn't want to fail.
Yeah.
I wanted that thing to be a gleaming jewel on my driveway. Well, after a prolonged amount of time and much money poured into it, I finally got it running.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, good.
It was wonderful. There I am, out on the road once again, driving down the road in Pittsburgh. It was late at night, but I didn't care. I had just dumped about $7,000 into this thing. Rolling down the highway, everybody's waving at me, when suddenly... The rear axle fell off. At that point, it was just a very expensive brick I towed around from time to time and from place to place. And finally, about 5 years after that, I sold it.
For how much? Here it comes. Dude, I'm sorry.
The most expensive lesson ever to be learned by Ken folks.
And
thank you.
That is why Ken trusts no one now.
That is why.
Great lesson.
You're welcome.